Gillette Stadium in Foxborough.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. 16 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Back to throw, Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw into the hands of Henry here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Fields on first down.
Open man, the tight end, Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
On second down, Hill. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
From the gun, here's Fields.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Draymond Jones in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
You know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Fields.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain, The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
They snap it to Fields.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start the drive with Hill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Straight ahead at Stevenson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score.
Ramondre Stevenson, his second rushing.
We pick it up 2nd quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. They start the drive on the ground with Hill.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Hill. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
The Patriots at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
On 3rd down, here's Stevenson.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. All right, the offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks will have the football as this is taken up past.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for New England. 46 yards.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Stevenson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
York able to send this one through.
And that will make this a 9-point lead. With a first down as they begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. Looking to throw. Fields.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Fields.
That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's airing it out for Williams.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Fields. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here now a 3rd and 20. Play action. It's Fields.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fields.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Reek Wood.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again, it's Stevenson.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
There's Williams. What a catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that's going to be caught. Oh, a one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown.
Offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
From the 50, here's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Now we get a look at their most recent draft class, and you need to get real familiar with some of these names here because this front office thinks that these are going to be guys that have an impact for them on Sundays for years to come.
I think you're exactly right about that, and what I know about this group doing the drafting, it's not all about instant value when they put their class together. They wanted every pick to be somebody they see as a starter, maybe not today, but someone they can develop to make him one within the first couple of seasons. How about their strategy? All about long-term upside, and they added a ton of it this spring.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down. This is Stevenson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the gun, it's May. A quick throw there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll throw on first down with May. And he gets this to Thornton. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Fournette. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And this time he is in.
Yes.
It's a 1-yard. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
On first and 10, it's May. Got his man, it's Thornton.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
They run with Stevenson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the gun on third down is May.
That is caught. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. A give up the gut to Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, first and 10.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's May. Completes this one to Thornton.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now it's Stevenson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone is...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Julian Love.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
Again, it's Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running left is Stevenson.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further.
108 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd and 3 from the 9. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them